#1 team in the country, the Tennessee Lady Vols, set to take on the Clemson Tigers, ranked 19th in the latest ESPN.com USA softball poll. For the first time since 2014, Tennessee is #1 in the country in one of the major polls, set for this matchup with Clemson here tonight. And it's great to have you with us with the Tennessee All-American in the SEC and opponent's batting average. They do it with the pitching and the defense. They've been looking for the timely hitting. Ground ball to second. That's Ella Dodge on to McKenna Gibson. One away here in the first. Oklahoma in a memorable super regional. Called strike 3. Strikeout #1 for Pickens. 186 on the season. 2 down.
Maddie Moore shaking her head a bit as she's running back. But good enough for strikeout #1.
Bill Frails behind the plate. First pitch swinging. That's Julia Noller down the panel at third. 1-2-3 inning for Pickens. Tennessee coming to the plate when we come back to Knox on that leadoff spot for this Tennessee team. There's been some shuffling from Karen Weekly. This is a ground ball. Pops up into the glove of the freshman Collins at short on to Noller. One away. Let's take a look at the rest of the Tennessee lineup. Been some mixing.
Eric and Taylor Panel, somebody that's been a big bat for them this year too.
Panel swings at the first pitch and a soft pop-up to Noller, and quickly 2 down here in the first. And now bring up the veteran for Tennessee, McKenna Gibson. Difference in a 6-4 win, another tight one on Saturday, 3-run win for the Lady Vols, helping propel them to the #1 ranking in the country. Called strike 3, Basinger gets Gibson looking to retire the side.
Here, 7 of her 18 extra base hits have come off of the changeup.
Ground ball off the glove of Pickens. There's the second baseman Dodge over the first in time. Good job by Ella Dodge. We talk about young players. Well, there's a redshirt freshman who's
freshman.
Abby Vieira with the ground ball to Panel at third. 2 down.
You see a lot of those ground ball outs from these batters against Pickens because she has that sharp downward movement.
I guess that's my job. 1-2 to Collins. Second strikeout.
The outside noise and really focus on the process, focus on the game at hand, focus on your task at hand.
Good job, but Shipman is over right now. I found that hard to believe that you would be 9-0 as strikeout #2 of the inning for Basinger, 2 away. That you go on to do that, you have to shut out everything that, no disrespect intended, that we say or anybody else says. This is a soft liner to center field off the bat of Leach. To Brockenbrough to retire the side. Another one coordinated.
You always wonder what theme they're going to be dressed as. Cowboy hats today.
This is hit out to right field. Getting a good move on it was Gabby Leach to get the out. Encourage you right now. I don't know how your remote works. Menu, SEC Network, right arrow till tomorrow and hit record, and then you should be all set.
You know I've got as many screens going.
You do. Brockenbrough also on a 9-game hit streak, 13 of 26 during those 9 games. This is slapped in the hole, and that hit streak continues. A 10-game hitting streak, and it's the first hit of the game for either team. Comes with 2 down here in the third. Second team all-conference in the ACC last year. 328. This is chopped back up the middle. Charging it is Mueller, throwing on the run to get the out to retire the side. When we come back, we'll talk with the Clemson. It's been in this series too. Think about the series with Tennessee.
Extra innings last year.
2 extra inning games in the history. There's the first hit of the game for Tennessee. It's a leadoff single here in the third off the bat of Ella Dodge. Time that Pickens has faced Clemson in her career. That's in on the hands. It's going to be a tough play. Squibbing back behind second and then dropped at first by Noller. Moore got there and it looked like they were going to be in time, but it was dropped by Noller and 2 on and nobody out for Tennessee. Parker Lee. It can get tough for the visiting team. Looking for the bunt and unable to lay it down. It's fielded in the air by Basinger. Morgan retired. 13th game this year that she's been in the leadoff spot. little excuse me check swing and foul ground, and glove by Brown. 2 down.
When you start seeing check swings like that,
Runners will be on the move. 3-2 with 2 down. Line drive, base hit up the middle. Dodge coming around. Here comes the throw. Dodges in safely. Panel down to second. Moving on to third is Clark, and Tennessee on the board first here in Knoxville.
the key pitch in that at-bat was the take, the 1-2 pitch that was outside, a drop ball that barely missed, that Taylor Panel takes, works her way back into a full count, gets a pitch that she can handle because she knows that Reese Basinger does not want to put her on base, and she smokes one right back up the middle. Tennessee's offense capitalized.
Swing and miss for this pitching staff for Clemson. They usually have teams put it in play, but they get the looking strikeout here from Gibson. That's 4 strikeouts for Basinger, and Tennessee settles for just 1 run here in
this Clemson team.
In on the hands, muscles it out to center field. The 0-2 pitch is a base hit for Maddie Moore.
The batters are trying to do that.
Ground ball to second. Dodge the flip to second for 1. Noller beats out the throw to first. 1 away.
When you're in the coach's box, because you know that either the other team or your team.
There goes the runner. The throw down to second is in time, and aerial is thrown out by Nugent. 2 away. And then Cintron goes down on strikes. Pickens pumped up, gets the strikeout. Taylor Panel had an RBI single to account for the game's only run, but Basinger came back, got the strikeout at Gibson. Now she gets the ground down. Collins over to first. Nugent retired, 1 away.
Really, not a ton of
through 7 total innings. That's in on the hands. It's going to drop in for a base hit. Mueller rounds first. It's a 1-out single here in the 4th.
It's another well-located pitch.
I think she's apologizing. I'm sorry, I got to take softball back. That one is hit well to left field. Drifting back is Johnson. She's got it. Retreating to first is Mueller. 2 down.
You do have to have your head on a swivel.
Oh, yeah. Swing and a miss. Basinger gets her 5th strikeout. 1-0 as we.
The football field, I just wasn't sure what that was going to look like, but the first time that I saw it this year, I thought it looked incredible.
Swing and a miss. Down goes Abby Vieira. Strikeout number 4 for Pickens. 1 away.
Anybody to know that I did not like hitting outside pitches. I'm okay giving that away now.
The statute of limitations has expired.
I can give away my scouting report, yes.
So that catches Collins. They have a base runner. Clemson on it, perhaps trying to break the Cal Stanford record, playing at a football stadium or an interesting venue. Ground ball gloved under the glove of the second baseman. Looked like Dodge had a beat on it, just couldn't knock it down. You make Pickens throw a strike.
I'd make her throw a strike here.
She bunts. It's a good one. A little miscommunication, and everyone's safe. Panel came in, Pickens, and that split second of "you got it" saying, "Oh, okay.
Bill Frills.
All right.
Frills dead ball there. She gets the walk, same result. Hard to tell.
Brockenbrough stretched her hitting streak to 10 games, 14 for 27 in that stretch, but Pickens wins the battle. 2 down. Minish at third, Pipkins at second, Johnson at first. The 1-2. Tap back out to Pickens, has to hurry here and throws it away. 1 run is in. Here's a 2nd run. A 3rd runner being waved around. Nugent picks it, can't hang on to it. 3-run score, and Clemson's on top in Knoxville.
Just mentioned how tough Alex Brown is to strike out. She fouls off a pitch, gets on top of this one. A lot of hang time, and Carlin Pickens is the one that comes in to try to make a play on this ball. Her only play is over at first base, but she rushes the throw because of the speed of Alex Brown, so it gets away from McKenna Gibson, gets all the way out into right field, and it looked like Sophia Nugent was going to have the out there, but she didn't have that ball secure.
Allowing the 3 runs to score. Ball 4. hit batter and a couple of walks this inning. Before this inning, she's thrown 33 here in the 5th. The 34th ends in a strikeout. 3-run score for the Tigers, looking for a huge
game before a couple of free passes in that inning ultimately led to those 3 runs on the board for Clemson.
Called strike 3, strikeout number 6 for
hard contact because of some of that indecision with their swings up at the plate.
Glove by Moore at second, to throw on the first. 2 down.
With her bat.
This is hit well to left field, back to the track, and it's off the wall. Over the reach of Johnson, backed up by Brockenbrough. Wild throw into the infield, hit the umpire, and that probably saved a run for Clemson. That looked like it was heading down in foul ground in right field, but it was off the ump at first, and over to third goes Fiedler.
This ball absolutely smoked off of Fiedler's bat, goes with this pitch away and drives it out into that left center gap. She hits it so hard that it bounces hard off of this wall out in center field. Jamison Brockenbrough picks it up in a hurry, but it's that throw that was offline that hits off of the umpire.
Swung on and missed. Basinger delivers again. That's her 7th strikeout. Fly ball to center. Thankfully, Jeff Muir's here because he corrected me. 6 strikeouts for Pickens. You could have corrected me.
Back foot just a little bit off.
Ground ball to second. Dodge to first, and Vieira is retired, 2 away. Willing to try anything.
Well, if you find something that works too, you just stick with it. You don't change anything.
Slow roller to Dodge at second, and Pickens has a 1-2-3 inning. Clemson on top 3-1 after 5.5 here in Knoxville.
Handed batter's box.
Chopped up the middle and past Collins, and Gibson is aboard for the first time tonight.
First.
Line shot in the gap, left center field, all the way to the wall. Nugent delivers. Taylor held at third. Nugent into second.
Else that will mix speeds, but she is trying to go out there and roll up some ground ball outs behind her.
Soft liner, maybe the double play. No, getting back to the bag in time was Taylor.
After she entered the ball game.
Just took her a split second to process where to go with it. This goes to right field. Gabby Leach with the RBI single. Throw to the plate is up the line. 2-run scored. It's a tie game here in Knoxville.
Throughout this ball game, Gabby Leach had put some pretty good swings on the ball. A couple of line drives out to center field. New pitcher comes into the ball game, and she goes after the very first pitch that she sees and drills it out into right field. Both runs coming across to score to tie up the ball game off of the back.
Popped up on the infield. Moore's got it. 2 down.
Eric, I can't help but go back to the very first ball that was put in play in this inning, often made for pitches down in the zone, the way she's able to drop her barrel practically behind her.
Ground ball to the second baseman. Moore on the first, and that will do it. But it's a new ball game here in Knoxville. We're tied at 3, heading to the 7th.
Bottom of the 6th inning, you want to come out and shut down the very first batter that you see in the top of the 7th inning. Ground
ball to third. Panel, 1 away. Pickens was a first-team All-American last season. The SEC Pitcher of the Year, 22 wins. A 1.12 earned run average. Gets a strikeout here, 2 down. You would think you don't need to tinker with too much, but decision when and where to go for it. This feels like a go-for-it game right here. Brockenbrough with the pop-up. Shallow center field, center fielder's ball, and Fiedler calls off everyone and makes the catch.
Too low to where it's missing for a ball.
Slapped down to third, high throw, but gathered in by Noller on the throw by Brown. Morgan is retired, 1 down here in the 7th. off the plate for ball 4, and the winning run is aboard here in the 7th for the Lady Vols.
A really
ground ball to second. Throw to Collins covering the bag at second, and a big out there for Clemson as Fiedler's retired, 2 away. Ground ball, knocked down by the second baseman. Nice play by Moore, the flip to Collins. Saw it back on March 22nd. Hot shot down to Gibson on a hop to the bag, 1 away. Came in today hitting .441 on the season. Slow roller too short. Mueller had to wait on it and had enough time to get more for out number 2.
gets jammed up on that 3-1. About a split second later, she would have had to keep her feet moving to make that play.
This one hit harder to Mueller. She handles that one as well. 10 in a row retired by Carlin Pickens. On to dugout's ready. Nugent's ready. She lifts one to foul ground left field. Coming on and making the catch is Johnson. 1 pitch, 1 out here in the 8th.
We've seen Nugent be very, you have to swing where you anticipate that ball is going to end up.
Ground ball, gloved by Brown at third, on the first. Good play, 2 down. Mentioned Gabby Lee. Ground ball to second, making the move over is Moore, and on to first to retire the side. We've played 8 in Knoxville.
Herself again behind in the count, 3-1.
Ball 4, leadoff is aboard for Clemson here in the 9th. This will get the runner over, and everyone's going to be safe. Panel tried to play it. I don't know if she would have gotten Vieira at first. I would doubt it, but great job by Vieira to put it in play. Tough play no matter what. This is tapped back to Pickens. She'll go to first, so the runners will move up second and third. Collins gets the job done. Go ahead, put Clemson in front. The 2-2. This is a fly ball to left. Looks like it's deep enough. Leach has a good arm. She's got it. Here comes the throw to the plate. It's a good one. Not in time, and Clemson takes the lead.
Great throw from left field. Actually has to step a little bit backwards to get her momentum going back forward, right on a line to Sophia Nugent. In real time watching that, I thought Ava Wilson was safe. Let's take another look at the plate here. I think she slides in there. It looks like that left hand slides in and grabs the plate.
That would be the question. I don't think the foot catches the, tough to see there, but that left hand is right behind. And you can,
doesn't look like the tag is applied until it hits helmet there.
Yeah, I mean, right on the chin, I think is when she first gets her. I mean, you could make an argument, well, did she get her in the left shoulder? But now you're into the coulda, shoulda, maybe, might have.
And that's where, to your point, the call on the field was that she was safe. So they're looking at that indisputable video evidence to change the call that was made. Yeah.
After video review, the call on the field is upheld. That is Tennessee's first challenge.
Swung on and missed. Pickens gets the strikeout, but Clemson takes the lead.
Inside, doesn't miss by much. Doesn't get the call, now behind 3-1. Goes back to the same spot, doesn't get the call again, and look at how fired up Ella Dodge is with that.
Leach looking to bunt. And the runner is caught between first and second. She thought it was caught in the air. Diving back into the bag safely is Dodge. They said it was a short hop. Morgan's had the mix of being a slapper, but also swinging away more in recent games. Looks for the slap here and gets the base hit to left. 2 on with 1 out. Tennessee down a run in the 9th. McCubbin brings the 2-2. Line drive, center field, caught in a double play opportunity, turned by Clemson. The defense delivers for the Tigers. What a way to end it. Hit on the button by Fiedler. Brockenbrough had it. They got the double play, and that ends the ball game, and Clemson is knocked off #1 Tennessee.
This ball absolutely smoked off of the bat of Kinsey Fiedler. And look at Jamison Brockenbrough having to move to her left. That hard hit line drive, she secures the out and throws it immediately over to second base, knowing Ella Dodge had been taken off all the way around third base. She was trying to score on that ball, but it's the double play from Clemson. The defense coming through in the time that they needed it the most. What a win for the Clemson Tigers, who continue to just get better and better as this season goes on.
Clemson with the victory in extra innings. They win it by a final